Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Hedera and Hbar. So let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. So first and foremost, I just want to say right now, this is a huge warning to anybody out there that is watching this video. I believe that everyone, and I'm saying like everyone, should have at least some exposure to Hbar. By the end of this video is going to show you exactly why I believe that you should be holding at least 1,000 Hbar. And that's on the extremely low end. I always say, only invest what you could afford to lose. Always do your own research. Always make sure that you are aware of what you are putting your money into. I highly advise you guys, if you can afford to, make sure that you are getting at least like 10,000 plus Hbar. I'm telling you right now, if you can get into the six-figure club on Hbar, that is highly recommended as well, because going forward, I think that this is going to be an absolute massive gem, and I really do think that six figures in regards to a portfolio value of Hbar is going to provide you with a ton of financial freedom. But nonetheless, today we are going to be talking about a ton of things happening around Hedera and around Hbar that I think is going to morph everything around the traditional financial scene. So with all that in mind, let's just dive in and let's talk about this announcement from Christian Hasker, who is the marketing lead for Hedera. He also works at Swirlds Labs. Now they are over setting up in Dubai, actually, council meetings. And this was posted at midnight today. It's a while since this. We probably will have a few announcements morph out of this, but we just seen one of the most bullish announcements Hedera has ever put out, and we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be addressing it. We're also going to be addressing a $46 trillion plus solution on Hedera. That's right, a $46 trillion solution. But I think that this is great to see. I think that we're seeing a lot more movement happening from Hedera, and I think that this is awesome to see. I think that this is great for the adoption cycle of it. I think it's great for exposure, all that kind of stuff. But talking about exposure, talking about things happening on Hedera, we just recently seen some of the smaller use cases and ecosystem players moving a little bit faster. For an example, HeliSwap is going to be launching. I think that by the time that this video goes up, this has already launched. This is a decentralized exchange on Hedera to swap HTS and ERC20 tokens, which I think is incredible. Definitely go check out HeliSwap if you guys haven't already. And also, Drop is now available on Shopify. If you guys don't know me, I do a ton of e-commerce stuff. A lot of my e-commerce brands, and even the ones that are centered around crypto, are all built out on Shopify. I think that Shopify is incredible. And again, this is exposure to billions on top of billions of dollars that could ultimately flood through Drop, which I think is great to see. And I think that acceptance of micropayments is a lot bigger in reality to most markets out there. I think that a lot of people kind of overlook micropayments. I think I'm going to be uploading a separate video on why I do think that micropayments on Hedera are actually going to be changing the entire game forever. But with all this in mind, let's cut the nonsense. Let's get into the real thing. So we do see over here, and I actually meant to click back. So we do see from the Hbar Foundation, first we saw banks, DBS Bank, SB Group, Nomura, and Shinhan Bank join the Hedera Governing Council to explore DLT. Today we witness a maturation of the market, welcoming the first global investment company, Aberdeen, $529 billion assets under management to the council. This is absolutely huge, by the way. Recently, I talked about how Hedera is basically powering these major banks, these future banks. That's basically what's happening. Like, we are seeing a transition into the future of banking here. And we do see down here, through the tokenization on Hedera, firms like Aberdeen can alleviate the structural inefficiencies of fund management by lowering barriers to entry and improving the capital structure of the market. You see over here, we kind of see a little bit of an insight as well. Aberdeen is currently examining prospects of the tokenization of investment funds, citing Hedera's strong governance, operational efficiency, and environmental sustainability as key factors in their decision and efforts to drive modernization in fund management. And we do see them actually quoting here. We chose to join because Hedera's emphasis on strong governance, innovation, and sustainability aligns closely with our values. We look forward to the new insights Aberdeen will bring to the council, as well as the exploration of collaborative opportunities with existing council members that provide services for the fund management industry, including banks, law firms, and tech companies. I think that this is absolutely insane. I think that this is probably one of the biggest announcements that Hedera has put out, and I know that I'm a little late to the party. Been very busy with a few IRL meetings with my design agency, which I do apologize. But hey, We are going in depth on this. I think that this is incredible. They also do quote the asynchronous Byzantine fault tolerance security and also the rapid speed, which I think is great. They also have over 5,000 employees globally, and they're going to be doing a lot more in regards to the financial services sector, which I think is awesome as well. They also do mention that the fund management industry is also ripe for modernization through DLT. There are collaborative opportunities for Aberdeen to work with the other council members that provide services for the fund management industry, including banks, law firms, and technology companies, to drive this transformation. So I think that this is going to be awesome. I think that this is really going to ignite the Web3 move around the banking sector, the law firm sector, the technology sector, all of these major areas that we've been focused on for so long. I think that this is going to be something special. I'm telling you guys, everyone continues to overlook Hedera, and that's totally okay with me. I will stack it all day long under 6 cents. I mean, this is like, it really is something special to me. I mean, like, from here to the all-time highs is basically a 10x by itself. So I am totally fine stacking this thing. And yes, you could go check out Aberdeen. 197 years ago they were founded. You do see their revenue, operating income. You also see their net income, and then their assets under management, number of employees, all that kind of stuff. This is a huge giant over in the UK. By the way, just so that you guys know, I've recently been talking to you guys about the UK and how they are ready for crypto adoption, and this really kind of proves it. I mean, like, the UK is moving so fast on crypto, and it is remarkable. And yes, we did get coverage from CoinDesk. I think that this is awesome, you know, in regards to Hedera coverage. Hedera doesn't really get a ton of media coverage, so seeing this is great to see. Also, I think that we're going to see a lot more major updates from Hedera in regards to the banking sector. Remember, they just recently said that they want to reach out to a lot of Korean banks as well and really kind of provide a little bit more use case ability in that area, which is also very awesome to see. And also, shout out to Barbarian. He also had a little bit to say about this. And we do see everything will be tokenized. Hedera will be the chain with trillions of assets under management flowing across it. Wishful thinking today, global investment company Aberdeen with almost $1 trillion. I mean, it's 565 billion, which is substantial. Join the Hedera Governing Council with a view to tokenizing investment funds. And I think that this truly is the road, or I should say the path to trillions of dollars to move through Hedera. And we do see down here, fun fact, Aberdeen, is a pretty mature ServiceNow customer. And yeah, I really do think that almost all the large companies are a ServiceNow customer. I mean, it's 80% of the Fortune 500. There's so many other major names tied to ServiceNow. If you don't know about ServiceNow, I highly advise you to go check them out. But things are moving rapidly through Hedera right now, and I think that's very exciting. Also, Citadel Wallet, we've been following them for a little bit of time. They tweeted out saying, as the world continues to digitize, most things we own in the future will be digital and physical. Physical things we own will have their digital twins. Hedera accounts will mean way more to people than just a crypto account. Hardware wallets will become very personal devices. I actually agree with this. As Web3 continues to grow and expand rapidly, I think that down here, as they do even say as well, Aberdeen does, they say, you know, enterprises with the innovative capabilities of Web3. Web3 has been the focus point for a while. I've been sharing this thought with you guys for a while around Web3 and how it's going to be morphed into reality. I think that's really kind of going from... It's kind of doing the opposite of what most people expected. Everyone always expected that retail will start the ignition of Web3. But in my opinion, I actually think that it's starting right now with enterprises, financial institutions, and the major names. And I think that's slowly going to kind of trickle down into the retail sector. Web3, the major move towards Web3 has already started. And I don't think that there's any... I don't think that there's any way that we're going back to Web 2. I really do think that everything has already made its massive transition. But let's talk about this. So, shout out to Third Gen Crypto over on Twitter for this. This is actually talking about Avery Dennison. So if you guys don't know about Avery Dennison, they are about to launch their Atma.io product. Hedera did say that it's going to be launching within the fall timeframe. Yes, this is going to be powered by Hedera essentially. And they announced their partnership with SAP. So this is SAP Analytics. They are a cloud and they are integrating it into Atma.io to provide heightened item level data and automate expiry date management to help retailers address the huge issue of waste. What do you see up here? You're going to want to read this overview of the new Atma.io partner, SAP, SAP, and thank you to Lance over on Twitter, like I said, Third Gen Crypto. And here you guys have it. So SAP, the world's largest provider of enterprise application software. This was updated July of 2022, so this is no nonsense. Customers, they generate 87% of the total global commerce, $46 trillion. 99 of the 100 largest companies in the world are SAP customers. 97 of the top 100 greenest companies in the world run SAP. 85 of the top 100 largest companies in the world are SAP S/4HANA customers. Approximately 80% of SAP's customers are SME as well, which, by the way, SME is a huge area, which we've always talked about, even with trade finance and cross-border payments as well. You do see some of the cloud revenue here, cloud and software revenue, all that kind of stuff. And then it kind of trickles down all the way down here. But we want to really kind of focus on a few other things over here. So first off, strategy. SAP is committed to enabling every enterprise to become intelligent, networked, and sustainable, bringing together the solutions, technology, and best practices needed to run integrated digital businesses and processes in the cloud. Interesting. So let's actually talk about this a little bit. So, one, networked, intelligent, sustainable. What are the big keys here? So sustainable. Sustainability, we know Hedera is carbon negative. They are the biggest project in this space in regards to the green movement. I think that they are the perfect solution for this in regards to digital business. We talk about digital workflows with ServiceNow. That's what Hedera is, really kind of focused on, is digitizing their workflows, the sustainability move, and really kind of being the tech leader behind them. This is perfect for Hedera. Market position. They are an enterprise application software. Perfect for Hedera. Hedera is the enterprise-grade DLT. They are focused on the enterprise-grade area, and I think that they are really kind of achieving the success of that already. Top cloud vendor, 245 million users. Cloud infrastructure, choice across hyperscale cloud vendors. Alibaba, Amazon, Google, Microsoft. Microsoft, we've talked about massive connections to Microsoft from Hedera. I do believe that they will be a partner at some point in time in SAP. Largest cloud portfolio, greater than 100 solutions for all in lines of business, LOB, as well as software suites. 222 million people use SAP SuccessFactors solution, 66 data centers in 35 locations in 16 countries. SAP Digital Commerce for online SAP and partner offerings, 254,000 orders from 186 countries as well. And they go into innovation down here. They really kind of talk about a ton of other stuff. 14,000 cloud customers are live on SAP BTP. 1,480 partners use BTP for app development plus more. So having some sort of exposure to this from Hedera's side is going to be huge. Like I said, I think that this is perfect for Hedera. I think that this is going to be massive. SAP is a great governing council material. I agree. I think that they are perfect. I think that this is probably one of the biggest exposures to them. And we do see down here, step-by-step function. Honestly, I'm telling you guys right now, focus on the big picture here. You could kind of see everything morphing into reality from Hedera's side. I think that this is absolutely mind-blowing. I think, like I said, this is the most bullish video on Hedera I've ever made in my entire life cycle on YouTube. And like I said, this is why I believe that everyone should be focused on getting a big bag of Hbar. I think everyone should sit on it, just chill, and just let the money pour in, because I believe that going forward, Hbar is going to be a massive success. We've been talking about Hbar for well over a year. It's been like a year and I want to say like 6 months or something like that. I'm telling you, Hbar is going to be a huge name in the game. You could see all of their expansions. They're working with some of the highest names in the game. You go over to the governing council. I mean, just look at some of the names that are on the governing council, and this is continuously expanding every single day. I shouldn't say every single day. I mean, like, we're not seeing a new name here, but all of these names are expanding every single day is what I basically meant. And they are continuously building, they're continuously growing, and I really do think that it's only a matter of time until we see all of these major areas filled up, and I think it's going to be very exciting. I just cannot wait until what we see next. Like, Hedera has truly just blown my mind. I mean, in the last couple months alone, it's been nothing but announcement after announcement after announcement. When Hbar breaks out, when Hbar goes on a tear, I'm telling you guys right now, we are going to come back to this video, and I'm telling you, this is going to be one of those videos that is a historical landmark on YouTube for Hedera. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys have more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all, have a beautiful day, a beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. It's been Nick. Peace out, guys.